And welcome back to Oakland, California. We're at the new arena where at halftime the Los Angeles Lakers lead the Golden State Warriors 51-44 after the game was tied at 19 after 1 quarter of play. Lakers trying to snap a 2-game losing streak, and has been their bench outscoring the Warriors reserves 28-7 with Kobe Bryant leading the way, and a 67% shooting effort for the Lakers in the second quarter. And Hubie, the Lakers playing more of what we're used to seeing in the second quarter, but apparently a lot of easy shots in that period.
Well, I think you look at the break, Dick. There were 11 points out on the fast break, only 2 for Golden State. Then they make 4 threes, 4 out of 8 shots. Golden State, 0 threes. Let's talk bench. We put up there 27 points, 28-7 in points. They were 11 for 18. You say, well, what about Golden State? 3 for 14. That's the problem. The shots are there. Golden State has just got to make the shots.
Well, we'll see what P.J. Carlesimo has to say. Moments ago, he talked with our Craig Sager.
Well, I'm sure many of our viewers turned in to see if the Warriors were going to play for P.J. Carlesimo. Coach, there's no question the effort is there. It appears they're playing hard, but the shots aren't falling. Are you happy with their being taken? How do you manufacture offense?
Well, we have to take better shots. We got to get a little more help from our bench. Their bench really came in and hurt us, but our transition defense has been poor. We got to do a better job getting back and try and get these guys into a little bit of a half-court situation. But the effort's good, and we'll do a better job this half.
If you close the gap, who will be your go-to guy?
Joe Smith. Joe's having a big night, and Danielle's sick, a little bit under the weather. Hopefully we can get him or Eric Dampier going a little stronger this half.
All right, thanks a lot. Let's go back to Dick and Hubie.
All right, Craig, thank you very much. And the 2 big men, Joe Smith that P.J. was talking about, 15 points to lead the Warriors, and Eric Dampier had 12 but 9 rebounds. So he had an outstanding first half, and both solid off the free throw line. The Laker leading scorers led by Eldon Campbell with 12. Kobe Bryant has 10. And then you see John Barry with 8 points. And what is interesting about this first half, Hubie, is that Nick Van Exel 0 for 6 from the field, 0 for 3 from three-point territory, and Robert Horry scoreless.
Yeah, you have to like the total roster here. 10 guys. Everybody gets in. When a certain guy's having a tough night, they have guys who step right up. And you got to love what John Barry did. You know, in 8 minutes, he comes off the bench and gives you 8 points. Kobe Bryant gives you 10 points in 14 minutes. But they spread you out. They have so many three-point shooters. And if you're watching this game from the perimeter, one team can make a shot outside of 17 feet, right, and the other team cannot.
Bimbo Coles and Brian Shaw start in the backcourt for the white-shirted Warriors. Danielle Marshall up front along with Eric Dampier and Joe Smith. Smith with the ball, guarded by Rick Fox, and goes in, and the basket will not count. Foul before. Fox, by the way, playing with 3 personal fouls. And let's see if he's picked up number 4. That one was on Eddie Jones.
Fox is an excellent defender, but still, he's giving size to Danielle Marshall, and anytime Smith catches him on a switch, you've got to take him down inside to the rim.
Dampier, not sure which way he wanted to go, takes the step and turns it over.
Now we're watching an education of a postman, because they are definitely going to him and making him a priority. Danielle Marshall, with only 4 points, has the flu, but he's out there playing.
Here's Eldon Campbell in the low post against Dampier. Campbell with a turnaround, and Marshall the rebound. What does it mean for a coach to have a Corey Blunt and a Danielle Marshall play while ill or sick?
Yeah, well, you know, it's very big. It's great for them because they know they need the minutes and they want to play, and they have a high pain threshold, which is terrific. The only thing is you never want a guy to be playing with an injury if the injury can worsen itself. Right now, Blount's been able to do an excellent job. And then tonight, Marshall is saying, hey, let me give you a chance. When I get tired, I'll take myself out.
Dampier getting the last basket now with 14 in the game. It is a 5-point lead for the Lakers. So the Warriors playing a good game. Marshall goes baseline, and Horry commits the foul. That'll be 3 on Robert Horry.
That was a beautiful move, a quick spin move to the baseline. Now, Danielle Marshall is the same guy who averaged less than 10 points a game last year. This is a very quick move. This year, he's right at 17 points. He's struggling with his shot at only 42%, but he's making it happen. He's the team's best three-point shooter.
And he's had 10 double-doubles to lead the team, so he's getting used to getting the baskets and the rebounds. And there's another case of the Warriors missing a couple of shots. Borrowing the brow of P.J. Carlesimo. Coles time for the steal. Knocks it away from Van Exel. Let's see how they call it, and it'll be Lakers ball.
Dampier is now 4 for 13, Dick. All the shots are down inside the dotted line in the paint. And if you notice, when he comes from the right side of the floor, he has no left hand. So he must bring the ball back into the face of the defender. They get a little piece of it. They bump him, and no execution.
Van Exel with Fox, Eldon Campbell, Corey, and Eddie Jones. That basket by Rick Fox is good, and the foul as well. 6 points for Rick Fox, who came over from the Boston Celtics as a free agent, wants to pursue an acting career, and what better city to do it than Tinseltown. Fox told, according to Del Harris, a lot tougher than he anticipated.
Well, he stays within what they're doing, too, Dick, which is great, and he's an excellent defender. So he adds to the 4 perimeter guys who can really get after it.
Donyell Marshall, who, of course, played against P.J. Carlesimo's Seton Hall teams when he was at the University of Connecticut, cuts the Laker lead to 5, and a bad pass.
Oh, my.
So the Lakers are a little unraveled and playing in a fog as we start the third quarter. That is the 11th turnover by Los Angeles.
Well, this first unit is playing exactly how they played at Portland and at home versus Cleveland. They are not executing, and like we told you, they lost both of those games because they got 10 down going into the fourth quarter.
So Del Harris may have to go to his bench again. Joe Smith outside misses. Dampier had his hands on the ball and a loose ball foul. Robert Horry has picked up his 4th personal foul. 4 on Horry, so this Laker team sleepwalking here in the third quarter. And Horry will sit down. Corey Blunt, who we've already mentioned, playing hurt, has come in.
Now, once again, we have a missed shot, and here we have Dampier down inside. And we told you they are tough on the offensive boards. 11-second shots.
Brian Shaw tried to scoop it in. Here's Van Exel to Fox. Quick hop off the glass. Rick Fox with the basket, but an assist for Van Exel. And it is 55-48, a 7-point Laker lead. Off a screen, Donyell Marshall with a high arcing shot, and the rebound by Blunt.
I thought he got caught right on the elbow that time as they released the shot.
Looking for Eldon Campbell against Dampier. And banging inside, and the foul is called against Dampier. That'll be his 2nd.
See, whenever you're a defensive player and a young guy in this league with no reputation defensively, you just saw an offensive player just bang right into you. Now, just watch it. Watch Campbell come right into him. And you say, well, you know, that was the foul. Well, you know what? In my opinion, I thought it was an offensive foul.
That's called getting a reputation, and that's
right.
one thing Dampier has to do, and that's only a matter of time. Eddie Jones off his hands and on the turnover. Shaw has Coles, and
nice.
Bimbo Coles lays it in. Bimbo Coles in his 3rd year at Golden State after playing with the Miami Heat. He was acquired with Kevin Willis in the Tim Hardaway deal, and are the Heat ever glad they made that trade? Here is Campbell working his way in. Rebound. And it's Corey Blunt. How valuable has Blunt been for the Lakers off the bench?
Oh, he's an excellent rebounder, Dick. One of the best that they have on this team. Rebound per minute played. And the big thing is that he can score.
And here is Coles hitting an open jump shot. Bimbo Coles brings the Warriors again to within 5.
They're playing with a lot more confidence offensively this half, no doubt about it.
Rick Fox off the screen. He has hit his 2nd here in this third quarter. Double figures for Rick Fox, passing his season's average.
Well, in Boston, he has averaged over 15 points a game on a number of occasions. A number of years. So you know he can score.
Lakers leading by 7 with 7.5 to play in the third. Leaves it for Campbell on the screen and roll. Offensive foul called against Eldon Campbell, and that will be his 2nd personal foul.
Good rotation. That's the 2nd time that Smith has taken a charge, and Both times he has taken it against the front court guy.
You know, we have not seen Joe Smith that much. I'm impressed with what I've seen tonight.
Yeah, so far tonight he's doing a good job.
And the Warriors will call a timeout. They're hanging with the Lakers, who beat them by 35 in their first meeting. It's 59-52 Los Angeles.
TBS is brought to you by Chevrolet Trucks, the most dependable, longest-lasting trucks on the road. And by Nike, who encourages you to participate in the lives of America's youth.
And welcome back to the new arena in Oakland, where the Lakers lead the Warriors 59-52. Joe Smith, who's the game-high scorer, 15 points, along with 5 rebounds. He had 20 points against the Lakers the first time these teams played in November.
Well, a big thing tonight, Dick, is he only averages 4 foul shot attempts a game. So you know he doesn't have a post-up game. He's not taking people to the basket. Tonight he's got 8 foul shot attempts at halftime.
And Brian Shaw from three-point range. That is the first 3 by the Warriors tonight, and they climbed to within 5.
Well, we know that he can make them because in one game a few years back he made 10. So you know that, but he's a sporadic type of a shooter.
See if they made it a 2-point basket as Campbell's shot deflected by the Warriors. It is a 3, so the score should be 59-55 in favor of the Lakers.
Now, that's the 3rd block shot for Dampier. He's doing a real nice job defensively. He's working hard.
4 seconds on the shot clock and the turnover. Here come the Warriors. What an alert game they're starting to play in the second half. And here is Coles. Shaw for 3. And off the front rim. And this crowd, a lot better than it looked like at the start of the game. It looked like they were half filled, but this game has drawn more fans. Late arrivals. Smith loses the rebound to Corey Blunt. Gets it out to Van Exel. Still fire, and he misses. And it was Coles who fouled Van Exel, who should go to the free throw line to shoot 3.
Oh, you hate to see that. You hate to see anybody run at a three-point shooter and try to block his shot. How many times do you ever see a guy block a three-point shot when you're that far away on a rotation? And you can see it right there. He caught him right on the hand. Because it's going to cost you big time. You got an excellent foul shooter going to the line, and he's shooting 3.
Van Exel, an 88% free throw shooter. Still looking for his first field goal, but gets the first free throw. He's got 2 more coming.
You know, Dick, you were right about the crowd, you know, but we have to remember the game started at 5 o'clock out here, and it's tough to get here from San Francisco across the bridge.
It was even early for us. We're used to those 8 o'clocks. But fortunately for us, we did not arrive late. Eric Dampier has established a career high with 13 rebounds in this game. So you may be looking at the growth of a big man, and as UB suggested, the Pete Newell big man's camp could speed up that process.
You know, all their young front court people here, and the coaching staff, they definitely know this. So you know they're working with them every single day on offensive post moves. But these guys have got to understand there's plenty of shots to go around now.
6-point lead for the Lakers with 6 minutes remaining. Here's Joe Smith, turnaround over Blunt. Joe Smith now with 17 points. And the Warriors, who, as Hubie mentioned, are 1-1 without Latrell Sprewell, 1-2 that is, trying to get to 500 without the man who was their leading scorer. And they're going to call the Golden State foul on Dwayne Farrell.
Now, Dwayne Farrell has been around this league quite a while. And, you know, you're talking about a guy who was never drafted, coming out of Georgia Tech, played in the CBA, developed his game, has been in this league 9 years, 6 with Atlanta and 3 at Indiana.
He was injured, and this is only his 3rd game back since injury. Played well against Orlando, and TJ did not play him at all in the last game and really second-guessed himself on that one. Corey Blunt with 8 points in the game, and it's a 63-57 Laker lead.
Well, they caught Joe Smith sleeping that time because they threw the ball right up over the top of his head. Never saw it coming.
Dampier, double team now with Fox and Campbell with 8 on the shot clock. Brian Shaw inside the arc, hit. Shaw now with 7 points, but the Warriors, you pointed this out, playing with a lot more confidence here in the second half.
Not easy shots, Dick. They had them in the first half also.
Here's Campbell in good position, and he lays it in. And Joe Smith was found at the top, and Farrell was the only man guarding him down low.
Once again, Dick, Golden State gets caught double teaming, and a big man goes right to the front of the rim, opens up for an easy shot.
Corey Blunt alert to find him inside. Lakers outscoring the Golden State by 4 in the paint. And
we had an offensive foul down inside by Dampier. Corey Blount was coming through what we call getting through the spacing, and Dampier moved and caught him on a screen.
Third foul on Dampier. 4.5 minutes remaining. Dampier with his third personal foul. Campbell trying to save it, and that's it into the hands of Joe Smith.
Well, now if you hustle, somebody's open.
Dampier goes in, and a blocking foul is called against Corey Blunt. And that is the 14th foul against the Lakers.
See, if you are inside the lane and you are below the dotted circle, it is a definite foul. Now, this is, you know you got an advantage. And now I'll tell you, that Fox, he had to take that one because, you know, you always tell guys, make sure you know who you are throwing the ball to. When you say, now right there, I'll tell you right now, that to me, that was an offensive charge. Because from that angle, he was outside the dotted line. And Fox took that one right in the chest.
Then he picks up his 4th personal foul. It was not Blunt, but Fox. Wayne Farrell goes out. Tony Delk replaces him.
See, that was a good an example of one angle on your television set. It looked like he was definitely inside the dotted line. But when you get it from high up, he was definitely outside the line, and it should have been a charge.
And, of course, you're looking at it from an angle, and in slow motion, the officials have to call it in regular speed as it happens. 1 out of 2 for Dampier. He is 5 of 6 from the free throw line. Great feed from Van Exel to Eddie Jones. And it's 65-67 now to 60 Lakers as we get down to 4 minutes.
That was just a beautiful cut off a high screen at the top of the circle by Jones.
8 assists for Nick Van Exel, who had a season's high of 12 in the loss to Portland. And a fine move that time by Dampier, who's got 17. So Joe Smith and Eric Dampier each with 17 points, keeping the Warriors alive.
Now keep an eye at the top of the circle, right to the right of your screen right now. And you'll see there's the cut as he comes right down off the top of that screen at the circle. Beautiful cut, beautiful delivery of the pass.
Nick Van Exel, who has the 3rd best assist-to-turnover ratio in the NBA, behind Pooh Richardson and Mark Jackson. And Van Exel goes to the bench, has scored 2 points in the game. Eddie Jones missed the first free throw. Derek Fisher has replaced Nick Van Exel. Kobe Bryant in the game as well. And the score with 3:40 remaining in the 3rd quarter, a 6-point Laker lead, 68-62. Here's Delk on the quick release from Coles, and it's a 4-point Laker lead.
Now, this guy is going to get plenty of chances. In 7 minutes, he had 6 shots in the first half. He's now 3 for 7 with that make. If he can start hitting with the second unit, it will be terrific for them as the season goes on.
Under 10 on the shot clock. Here's Kobe Bryant, and he takes a wild shot from way outside. And here's Bimbo Coles trying to cut the 4-point deficit. Danielle Marshall hits from the corner, and it's 68-66 in favor of the Lakers as concern on the Laker bench right now.
What I like about Golden State, they're pushing the ball, and they're unselfish. They're looking for the extra pass.
And shooting 63% here in the 3rd quarter. And a foul is called. Bimbo Coles called for the personal foul, but the Lakers want to talk it over with 2:52 remaining in the 3rd.
Well, you can see it right there. Yeah, sure, he had his hand on the ball, but he was right across the elbow area of the offensive player, Derek Fisher. Here in the corner, you're going to see a trap on a screen and roll. And what's going to happen as the man rolls, watch the defender come over and pick him up. Unfortunately, right here, Elden Campbell goes right to the front of the rim. When your man leaves you to go double team or pick up a roll man, go to the front of the rim. And especially when you're a big man, because you're easy to pick out and to deliver the pass. On this fast break transition, to the right of your screen right now, you'll see Marshall running the baseline, and this is just a beautiful catch and shot in your face.
Coming in the game now for the Lakers, Sean Rooks and John Barry. For Golden State, Felton Spencer and Muggsy Bogues, as Fisher hits the free throw. The Warriors in the penalty. The Lakers' next foul will put them there.
Derek Fisher very, very steady as a backup to Nick Van Exel. They know he can handle, he can defend, he can pass the basketball. And the big thing they're asking him to do is just don't force any shots. Stay within what we're doing.
Offense is not what they're looking for Derek Fisher out of Arkansas Little Rock. Impressive as a rookie when the Lakers played 3 of them last year.
Sure is.
There is Delk, guarded by Fisher. Good defense, takes a step back and hits. Tony Delk, so all of a sudden the shots that didn't fall in the first half are falling for the Warriors.
Well, we know this guy can shoot. He shot real well when he played at Kentucky, and he shot well last year with Charlotte. So there's no reason. The only trouble right now is you have Bogues and Delk out there. You have 2 small guards trying to get by.
2-point game. John Barry gets it into Blunt, knocked away by Joe Smith with 6 seconds on the shot for the Lakers. DJ Carlissimo, who guided the Portland Trailblazers to the playoffs in his 3 seasons there, and got to the NCAA Finals before losing to Michigan with Seton Hall.
This guy has so many moves.
Bryant, look at that move, and that's for the highlight reel. Kobe Bryant now with 12 points in the game. He is the leading scorer for the non-starters in the NBA. The Lakers by 4. Joe Smith with a step on Blunt has it knocked away out of bounds. Last touch by the Lakers.
Now just keep an eye on Kobe Bryant. He's going to give you a little juke and jive here. Make his move. Now you think it's over. See, watch what happens. See that head fake? Steps right under you, and you look at him. He's 6'7". He's not 6'2" or 6'3".
Tony Delk, who has hit his last 4 shots now with that lay-in. And it's 72-70. So the Lakers can't get away from the Warriors, who follow them step for step. They're like a shadow now with 1:33 to go in the third. Sean Rooks with a jumper. So Rooks, the big guy, hitting a jumper, and again, it's a 4-point game.
Dick, in that first half, very quietly, he came in. He was 2 for 2. He's now 3 for 3 from the field. Had 3 rebounds. Does a nice job in his minutes.
Joe Smith trying to post up on a bad pass by Muggsy.
Yeah. That you do not see very often. In the history of this league, 5 assists for every turnover. Number 1, Muggsy Bogues.
Rooks leaves it for Kobe Bryant, and he is fouled. He tried to go baseline, and the personal foul against Felton Spencer, his 3rd foul. But the Warriors playing well before the national audience tonight. They have been outscored by almost 15 points a game this season, trailing right now by only 4.
See, they're overmatched right now, second unit, when you're talking. So P.J. Carlissimo says in the first half, I went with all second unit guys. Right now, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to keep Smith out on the floor right now, along with Donyell Marshall, and try to match the firepower.
Kobe Bryant finally hits one from the line after missing 3. Under a minute to go. The Lakers by 5.
Here's the trap, 1-3-1.
Joe Smith, defended by Corey Blunt. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Smith lost control, but recovers and gets the basket. 19 for Joe Smith tonight, and it's a 75-72 Laker advantage. Here is Kobe Bryant, tries to go. Another one. 2 for the highlight reel, and Kobe Bryant with 2 totally different, spectacular moves, Hubie.
He's so acrobatic, and when the ball leaves his hand, you honestly think it's going in.
Tony Delk, well, for him, they're all going in. He's hit 5 in a row as Tony Delk, and with 20-plus to go in the 3rd quarter, it is a 3-point Laker lead. But this crowd being treated to quite an effort by the homestanding Warriors tonight.
Well, we're seeing a lot of excellent basketball in regards to tough shots, high percentage shots. No, difficult shots.
Kobe Bryant. Well, you knew he was going to get it up there, but he misses, and that is the end of the quarter. Golden State shot 70% from the field in the third quarter. Tony Delk hits 5 in a row. And after 3 quarters of play with Kobe Bryant with some spectacular fireworks, the Lakers lead the Warriors by a score of 77-74.
So how do you like the answer with DMX?
Feeling it when I do my move.
Oh, your crossover, right?
Yeah.
I've been studying you, trying to figure it out.
I just make the defender think I'm going one way, and then once he gets his body leaning in that direction, I just cross it over to the other hand and go right by him.
So that air's moving under your feet.
Yeah, it's like I don't even think about it. Just do it and I'm out.
You're out.
Yeah, ghost.
Ghost, huh?
Disappear.
Like a ghost.
Yeah.
I get it now. Yeah, I get it.
Hey, check out the finish at the Hive tonight. Wizards down 102-101, trying to take the lead against Charlotte. Rod Strickland taking it to the hole and losing the handle. What a defensive play by Glenn Rice, who seals the deal. That put them up 104-101, and that's the final as the Hornets knock off the Wizards. Earlier, before that game, at the team hotel, Rod Strickland and Tracy Murray exchanged punches. Details on that on Inside the NBA. Back to Dick and Hubie, guys.
Ernie, we're going to send you to the team hotels from now on to make sure when they go back to the hotel and when they leave for the hotel that everything is okay. All right, let's take a look
This
at
is a great move by Kobe. Keep an eye on this. He goes off on the wrong foot and actually scoops up a baby hook.
Start of the fourth quarter. Derek Fisher guarded by Bogues. It's Fisher, Rooks, Corey Blunt, and the pass is tipped away to Kobe Bryant and John Barry in there as well. Here's Bryant, deflected into the hands of Felton Spencer.
He tried to make a sensational play.
And here is Vaughn.
Oh, you have to make that.
Not in control was Vaughn, but a foul called against the Lakers. Hubie, what do you got?
At the end of 3, the Lakers shot 47%, Golden State 44. The rebounding, the Lakers up 2, 35-33. But for all you Laker fans, what's the problem with the team tonight? 15 turnovers at the end of 3. That's the big problem.
David Vaughn on the free throw line. The foul was against John Barry. He'll be shooting 2, and we don't know what the final score will be. There's a lot of time to go, and the Lakers are strong. But whatever your opinion on the Latrell Sprewell Fury is, if you're wondering if this team is responding without Sprewell and playing for P.J. Carlesimo, the answer is a resounding yes.
Well, it's coaching. Everybody's after it. Every young guy here understands this is a golden opportunity for him to get playing time, get shot opportunities, develop his game, and make a stamp for himself in this league.
And they're playing like that now.
Oh, yeah. And what I like tonight is I think they're probably playing a little bit better defense than they usually do.
Here is Rooks, and he is fouled inside as Felton Spencer got a hand in there, and Spencer with his 4th personal foul.
See, Dick, when you're coaching a team like Golden State, you're giving up 104 points a game. That's last in the league. And then the field goal percentage against is like 45%. So when you have a young team and a lot of no-name guys, what you're trying to do is improve the defense from the top of the circle down first. That's what PJ's doing. Now, maybe during the year, once they get to know one another and get a little tougher defensively, they'll come down the floor. Oh, nice block.
Spencer got a hand on it, on Rooks' shot. And here comes Muggsy Bogues. First minute of play of the fourth quarter and a 2-point lead for the Lakers.
See, Golden State can block shots. They're one of the best in the league at that.
Tony Delk, who thinks he can't miss after hitting 5 in a row, finally comes up short. Barry comes back for 3, and that's a wild shot. So the Lakers and John Barry rushed that one up in a hurry.
See, the people like this upbeat style. When Don Nelson was here and they sold out almost every night for years, it was because they were scoring close to 110, 115 points a game.
David Vaughn with a pass intercepted by Barry. John Barry.
Bad shot.
Another wild shot.
He
took a wild 3 and a wild layup.
Plus, get it to his man because he's just getting back now.
Feed inside to Tony Delk, and he's fouled. Tony Delk at 6'2", not afraid to mix it up with the big guys underneath.
He Delk, as soon as Barry took that bad shot, that was a forced shot. They find him. Now, right here, you see it. We're down inside. Nice move by Delk. Strong. Anytime that you're down inside, the shot blocker is coming down to get you because Rooks is 7 foot. Always turn, protect, and then you'll get the shot off right out of your chest.
And the Warriors now with an opportunity for their first tie since the game was even at 23-23 early in the second quarter. And they've got it tied at 77 in the fourth. They were down by as many as 9.
But now you can understand why people are concerned about the Lakers in their last 2 losses with Cleveland and Portland. Just the same kind of lackluster effort.
And Kobe Bryant forced one, but he was fouled on the arm. P.J. Carlesimo very upset at Jim Kinsey with the call.
Yeah, well, I think the reason why he was upset is because it was a late call. Now, we're going to give it to you right now, and you can make the call. There's the shot right there. So he catches it.
Yep.
The ball was out of their hands, but he definitely catches it.
Kobe Bryant, 15 points. He is the Lakers' leading scorer tonight, and that's what he has averaged off the bench this year. But from the line, he has struggled, just 1 for 5.
Well, we have 5 teams in this league averaging under 70% in the 60s, and the Lakers are no bargain. They shoot 70%.
Saw a glimpse of Nick Van Exel sitting on the floor in front of the bench. He has scored only 2 points tonight. He's got about 8 assists, but it hasn't been Van Exel's night. Delk turns it over. Kobe Bryant with a fake on Delk. And let's see, did he step on the line? Yes, step out of bounds. Turns it over to the Warriors.
At no time would Delk allow Kobe Bryant to turn the corner. By that we mean get a shoulder so that he would move him out to open up that layup. He kept him going right to the baseline and then did not allow him to go behind the backboard.
Rising, the Lakers have turned it over more than the Warriors so far. Daniel Marshall, and here is Vaughn. He's not the guy you want to hit from the perimeter, but it's last touch by the Lakers, who are playing a sloppy second half. And Vaughn will go out of the game, replaced by Joe Smith.
You know, he can make the shot facing the basket. He's got a lot of talent. They think he can post up. But you can see right now PJ's going with Smith because Smith's having a big night, and he wants to keep it on a roll here.
He's their go-to guy with 19 points. There is the shooting by half. Golden State nearly doubling their shooting in the second quarter. Nick Van Exel back into the game. Van Exel, Corey Blunt, Eddie Jones, the starting guard tandem in there for the Lakers. And there is Joe Smith, 21 points for Joe Smith, and the Warriors lead it 79-78. Here's Jones working against Delk. Van Exel can't split the middle.
Oh, good
and Marshall
steal.
on a turnover. He's got Muggsy. He's got Bogues. Great pass back from Muggsy Bogues to Daniel Marshall. Timeout, LA.
That's just a great strip. And a totally unselfish play. Bogues could lay this up, but watch the defender come at him. He gives it right back. In your face, strong dunk. We'd like to show you the screen and roll. Now, here's the basketball right here. Here's the screen by Joe Smith. As Delk comes over the top, they trap. They trap him. Watch Smith roll to the baseline, and no one can get there. It's just beautiful because of the spacing. Now, keep an eye on it. Now, once it goes over, Eddie Jones realizes no one's there. I'm going to go back. Too late.
Warriors with their first lead since the first minute of the second quarter when they were up 23-21 in a 9-1 run. 7 points off the turnovers and a kicked ball and a new clock. The Lakers have turned it over 3 times already in this quarter, and the Warriors have converted each one of them into scores.
Well, that time Muggsy Bogues gambled to the steal. Nick Van Exel very clever with the ball. Forced Bogues into a foul.
And Exel 0 for 6 from the field tonight. He has been ice cold from a guy who's been brilliant from threes lately. Here is Eldon Campbell, and it's blocked out of bounds by Felton Spencer.
Now, Felton blocked the shot in the first half. Now, Dampier has 3. This is Felton Spencer's second. Now, they average right at 7 shot blocks a game, and they have 7 tonight.
What a coincidence. Here is Kobe Bryant for 3, and the rebound Bogue. And now the Warriors with under 8.5 to go. Here's Danielle Marshall with a fake on Kobe Bryant off the side of the board. Here's Van Exel, a 4-on-2 break for the Lakers. Alley-oop doesn't go, but Kobe Bryant still got it. Van Exel finally breaks the drought with a 3, and watch out now.
Yeah, Van Exel leads the league in 3-point shots made. He has already made 50, and he is shooting at an incredible 48% on 3.
And he's had 5 3-point baskets 5 or more times. Joe Smith, that's a big basket to break that momentum started by Van Exel. It's 83-81 in favor of the Warriors. There's Van Exel. Open is Campbell. And it'll go over to the Warriors.
See, Van Exel wants to take over the game right now, and that's because he knows that he can shoot up over the top of Bogue. And any time that he would get into the painted area, he knows the shot opportunity will be there. And if you double team him, he will definitely make the pass.
Eric Dampier has replaced Felton Spencer for the Warriors. Dampier with a career high 17 points and 13 rebounds, a season high for him.
Buggsy's got to make that. You got to make that because they were hesitant. They didn't trap. They gave you the shot.
Lakers down by 2.
But they're just saying, we're going inside to Elton Campbell.
Dampier trying to deny inside. 9 on the shot clock. Blunt setting a screen. Van Exel picked up by Joe Smith. Fires away a 3, and he misses.
That's his favorite spot. That's the furthest distance on a 3-point shot, but Van Exel loves that area.
Here's Muggsy Bogue. Found an open space, but Muggsy unable to hit the open jumper tonight.
And if you notice, they're saying we are not double teaming. We are going to allow you to go in there, Muggsy. You've got to make the shot.
Here's Van Exel with a stop and go, and he used his arm. Van Exel used his left arm, and an offensive foul against Nick.
Well, you have to give Golden State a lot of credit. That's the 3rd charge that Joe Smith has taken here this evening. All in the same area. Now, keep an eye on it right down inside. You see Joe Smith, he stepped up in there, and you could call it either way. He got it on the charge call or with the offensive forearm.
Fortunately, we don't get paid to call that. They do.
Luckily we don't get paid.
Eric Dampier blocked by Eldon Campbell. Van Exel. Good block by Eldon Campbell.
Yeah, but you see, I keep telling you, Dick, when a right-handed guy only can shoot with his right hand and he brings it back into the face of the shot blocker, you are at his mercy.
Nick Van Exel is fouled by Muggsy Bogues on the drive to the basket. Warriors with 3 team fouls, the Lakers with 2. Under 6 minutes remaining in this 4th quarter, and this is an exciting battle between the Lakers and Warriors. The Lakers have won 8 straight games against Golden State, including a 35-point game earlier this year at the Forum. Campbell's shot goes off. Smith the rebound.
Get it up. And you know Bugsy will push. He'll try to create.
Delk hit. And got Eddie Jones contact and had some room.
Well, he cleared him off with a forearm right into the chest of Eddie Jones. As Eddie Jones stumbled back, Delk knocked it down. And that's okay if a guy's missing, but in this half, Delk's on fire.
He's over 50% for the game. Here's Kobe Bryant strong to the hoop, beating Campbell. And Eldon Campbell with only his 2nd basket this half and the foul.
We're going to give you the Delk play. Now, keep an eye on this right here. See how he hit him? He hit him with his forearm, knocked Eddie Jones back. Now, if this was a playoff game, Eddie Jones would have been right in his shirt. He was just trying to get the call. And right here, just watch what happens as Dampier goes to double team Kobe Bryant. That allowed Campbell to open up.
Dampier with his 4th foul. And, of course, Hubie Brown remembers Lou Dampier, who played for him with the Kentucky Colonels.
One of the
greatest,
one of the greatest 3-point shooters ever to lace on sneakers. And unfortunately, when we merged, Louis was near the end of his career because he had played 9 years in the ABA and then been in the service.
Delk lost it off his foot. And on the turnover, the Warriors turning it over a couple of times in the last minute or so. They lead by 1. The Lakers trying to regain that lead with 4:45 to go in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you know their strength is down inside. They're going to work that way first, but right here, you know he can get the shot.
Van Exel against Bogues, and Nick Van Exel starting to get hot. He has 7 points, 5 of them here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, he knows as long as he works hard, comes off whatever they're running offensively, and if things break down like they did there, take Muggsy Bogues into the middle of the floor, get him in the paint, just shoot up over the top. Plus, you got to have a game. I mean, just watch the moves he's throwing, and then now watch. Jump in, jump away, fade away in your face.
And the Lakers regain the lead.
Orlando, where the Bulls led by 6 early in the fourth when Charles Outlaw made a block, and so did Danny Shays. And here's the hustle play of the night. Darrell Armstrong all the way out, back to Derek Harper for 2. That really sparked the Magic to a 35-point fourth quarter, and they beat the Chicago Bulls 106-98. Penny Hardaway didn't play in that game. Neither did Derek Strong. Neither did Nick Anderson. They still win by 8. Guys?
All right, Ernie, thank you very much. And so the Bulls' 4-game winning streak goes down the drain, and another tough road loss for Chicago. 6 on the shot clock. Bimbo Cole scoops it. Didn't have anything on it, but there's Eric Dampier, and he's fouled. And that is the 3rd team foul against the Lakers, and Dampier will shoot.
That was a poor shot by Cole and a bad percentage shot. But you love the work ethic tonight of Dampier. He has really put in a yeoman's job. He's been everywhere. And if during the course of the season they continue to go to this young guy, and he starts playing with some confidence and can make the shot, you know, you're going to see a guy evolve here because he is 6'11", 260. He can rebound and he can block shots.
The Heat and the Pacers Friday on TNT. Larry Bird and Pat Riley in the coaching matchup next Tuesday on TNT. It'll be Grant Hill and Patrick Ewing, Pistons and Knicks from New York, where the Pistons beat the Knicks soundly. And the Lakers and Bulls a week from tonight on TBS. Lakers hope Shaq is back and the Bulls will be home. Eric Dampier with 19 points and 14 rebounds, both career highs for the second-year big guy from Mississippi State, who's getting a chance to play as a starter after the 1 year at Indiana. Here is Kobe Bryant, and Bryant is fouled with 3:50 on the clock.
Now, that's such a tough matchup for Donyell Marshall to play a Kobe Bryant, a guy who is as quick as he is, because when he puts it on the floor, he's got that long stride. No way will Marshall stay with him. And, you know, you tell guys like that, play him for the drive, lay off. If he hits the jump shot, hey, there's nothing you can do about that. We'll blame the coaching staff.
Eric Dampier has picked up his 5th foul. One more, and he's gone. And Felton Spencer will come in, replacing Dampier, as we mentioned, career highs in scoring and rebounds, 19 points, 14 boards, but 5 personal.
Yeah, but, you know, we're inside the 4 minutes. They have 3 minutes and 50 seconds to go. I'm kind of surprised by that move, but we know that in the game so far, Spencer has come in and has 2 shot blocks, and he's doing a nice job on the glass.
Tony Delk, who's been red hot here in the second half, particularly the fourth quarter, has a Spencer pick, and Tony Delk short this time, and the ball knocked into the hands of Robert Horry. It's 88-87, the Lakers lead.
Lakers have 3 full timeouts and a 20. Golden State 3 full timeouts and a 20.
Van Exel, Eddie Jones, with Robert Horry, Eldon Campbell, and Kobe Bryant. That's the 5 the Lakers have in down the stretch. And Eldon Campbell with a baseline spin. He's got 19 points, and the Lakers lead by 3.
That was a pretty move.
Joe Smith, guarded by Horry. Can the Warriors end an 8-game losing streak to the Lakers? Tony Delk brings them again to within 1. Delk has 18 off the bench.
See, Delk has got to be part of your triangle. So when you pass in to Smith and the cutter goes through, Delk will open up if his man double teams.
2 minutes and 40 seconds remaining. Spencer knocks it away with 9 on the shot clock.
Now just keep an eye on Campbell. See, that's what we call a power move. You step in like you're going into the lane, you drop step, and you take it strong. Now right here you can just see Delk is excellent on the catch and shoot situation, but his man left him to double team Joe Smith, and that's what you're looking for.
I want to remind you that inside the NBA, coming up after the game, Ernie Johnson and Reggie Theus. Scores and highlights from the night. And the world, according to New Jersey net Jason Williams, coming up after the game on Inside the NBA. Lakers calling a 20. Let's listen to Del Harris.
It's going to be the safety guy. We got 9 seconds. We got a foul. We have a foul.
That was the Lakers' 22nd timeout. They have 3 full timeouts left. Golden State also 3 full timeouts plus their 20.
Yeah, and right now the Lakers have a foul to give. So that's what Del was telling them. Now remember, there's only 9 seconds, so he's telling his guys, run your stuff through, and once we get it inbounds, we have plenty of time.
Nick Van Exel will inbound, looking first to Campbell and Jones, and almost stepped out of bounds. Good move by Eddie Jones to stay in. 4 on the shot clock, and Kobe Bryant up and under against Donyell Marshall goes at the shot clock buzzer. 20 tonight for Kobe Bryant.
How about the move? I mean, he stepped right underneath Donyell Marshall at 6'10", and then sent up a soft shot. It grabbed and just sat.
Truly a man of a million moves is Kobe Bryant, as Joe Smith is knocked down by Robert Horry, who has not scored tonight and has picked up 5 personal fouls. A very quiet night for Robert Horry.
Well, you know, he's all upset here. He's been giving Eddie Middleton some grief, but just watch how he steps through. See, he loves to do that. That's so difficult because you're moving forward as you release the shot. At the other end, Smith was definitely fouled.
7 of 8 from the line for Joe Smith, who's having a whale of a night, looking for his 25th point. Horry will remain in the game with 5 personal. Brian Shaw, Tony Delk in the backcourt with Joe Smith. And a 3-guard offense now for the Warriors.
Yeah, well, what they're doing now is they're matching up Shaw on Kobe Bryant. Get Marshall out of there. Now, that hurts you on the boards, and it hurts you in a possible low post guy.
Lakers by 1, and a hard foul. Felton Spencer or Joe Smith. They may call it on Smith, and they will. 3 on Joe, fouling Eldon Campbell. But that's a good foul.
Yeah, it's a good foul. Just watch this nice move by Campbell. See, he pins Spencer. Keep a look at the left. There it is right there. But you see, yeah, he got him with his hand, but he definitely got him with his body. See, so that's what you can see. He just knocked him right out of there.
He wasn't going to let him get the basket.
No. Now, Campbell is usually a high percentage foul shooter.
Tonight, he's 7 for 7.
How about 7 for 8?
I'll buy that.
That's why
we always like to give perfect statistics.
That's right. That's why you always say no layups, especially in the last 3 minutes. You force the guys to take the pressure and make the foul shot.
Eldon Campbell misses both free throws, and by the way, they changed the foul from Joe Smith to Felton Spencer, who now has 5. So we have under 2 minutes to go.
Joe Smith didn't hit him enough.
Degree of difficulty, you know.
Yeah.
Here's Smith working against Horry, who has 5 fouls. Joe Smith with a tough shot. But Horry knocks it out of bounds and giving the Warriors another chance. Lakers lead by 1, 92-91.
Remember, Golden State still has 3 timeouts, Lakers 3. And remember the big thing, the Lakers have 1 foul to give. No, they do not. That's right, the last foul. That's my fault. My fault.
Well, you're entitled to 1 every 2 minutes. Horry tries to get the ball back. Delk. Nice. Smith. Yes, big play. Alert passing by Delk and Dampier. And the Warriors lead by 1 with under a minute and a half to go in the 4th. And this crowd on its feet. Smith with a season high now of 27 points.
Both teams shooting the penalty.
Warriors have lost 2 in a row. I should say the Lakers have. Kobe Bryant leaves it for Robert Horry, and he still comes up empty tonight. No points.
Yeah, PJ is not calling a timeout. He's made his call. Keep the flow going. Everything is going well.
Under a minute to go and 13 on the shot clock. What a win this would be for the Golden State Warriors, considering everything. Joe Smith.
Short. Oh,
And here's Kobe Bryant. He's got Coles in front of him, feeding Van Exel. Missed the layup. And the Lakers miss as Ori missed the follow-up. Unbelievable.
Now, the big thing for the Lakers, do not foul, force them to shoot, and get the rebound.
Timeout, Warriors.
You have plenty of time here now. You're going to have 9 seconds difference on the shot clock and the regular clock.
And the Lakers with no margin here. Timeout. We'll be right back with 26.8 to go in the fourth. With the Golden State Warriors leading the Lakers 93-92. Neither team with a foul to give. Warriors with 2 fulls and a 20. Lakers 3 fulls. What's the strategy here?
The big thing right now is you've got to get the ball inbounds. That sounds simple. You have to watch the Lakers now denying. Once you make your play move here, you know that if you shoot, you miss, and you get a rebound, and you can take it out to run the clock. And
Danielle Marshall, with nowhere to go, calls the 20, so the 20-second timeout leaves the Warriors with 2 full timeouts.
Well, you know, it's such a difficult thing in the NBA because you cannot pass the ball into the backcourt. For all you college fans, you have to pass the ball up front. So that's why if you always have a 20 at this time, it's great. It takes the pressure off the passer getting the ball inbound. Now, you have 17 seconds on the shot clock, 26 on the regular clock. So you know that the Lakers are going to have plenty of time. The Lakers do not want the foul. They want to make sure that they have a guy shoot up over the top, block out, and get the rebound. Then call timeout, move it to half court. They got plenty of time. Big thing for Golden State, you want to get a high percentage shot. If you don't, you want to get fouled, going strong to the basket.
And the worst thing for the Lakers would be for Golden State to miss a shot and get their rebound.
That's right, and run the clock.
Marshall looking in, and now he calls a full. So you've got to credit the Lakers here for forcing the Warriors to call 2 timeouts.
Well, that's why when we started the first bit of strategy, the Lakers are so quick defensively, and they cover so well, and they switch well and deny. It's a well-schooled defensive team.
They're down to 1 full timeout. Delay of game is the call.
And you know what?
Kobe Bryant.
And you know what? They had an offensive foul. And they would have gotten the ball back if Kobe Bryant didn't get picked up for a delay of game. All right, here we come. There's the switch on the down screen.
Danielle Marshall trying to get him. He gets Bimbo Coles.
Good.
15 on the shot clock. You're looking at the game clock.
They're in a 1-4. They're running curls down on the baseline.
Coles gets it over to Joe Smith. Ball knocked away by Robert Horry. 3 on the clock. They're not in position to shoot. And Coles forces it up at the buzzer. And the 24-second buzzer expired. And the Lakers have 10 seconds, trailing by 1 point to win the game.
Now, in this building right now, a lot of people are upset. They thought that Coles was definitely fouled on his shot. P.J. Carlesimo is in the face of Kinsey. He wanted the 2-shot foul, but this is what happens. Now, just keep an eye to the left of the screen. As Smith comes off, you see the defender knocks it away from him, or he gets a piece of it. Now, as the clock is going down, Smith loses ground. Now, keep an eye on Coles. There's your fake. There's the contact right there. He wanted the foul. That's what P.J. Carlesimo was arguing about. No call.
Now the Lakers with a timeout have 2 left and a chance to win the game in this possession. This is the timeout situation, and they caused them really to take 2 full timeouts and a 20 before they got it inbound.
Now, the Lakers have all kinds of guys. They can go a number of ways here right now by getting the ball inbounds, going down inside to Elton Campbell, or opening up the floor and allowing Kobe Bryant or Nick Van Exel to go one-on-one. So there's a lot of things that they can do, and in 10 seconds is a long time. The key thing is that if they shoot early and Golden State gets a rebound, okay, right now, you know that the Warriors are up 1. So the key thing is that you've got to foul immediately if you shoot and miss, and the Warriors get a rebound. Foul right away. Try for the steal, foul, force them to go to the other end of the floor.
And for those viewers who say, make sure you foul a guy who's not a good free throw shooter.
Come on.
You know, we see this all the time. I don't think under pressure like this you can now pick a man.
That's
right?
absolutely
We ought
right.
to make that clear because we see it so often.
Absolutely, Dick. What you do is you foul the closest guy because right now you're inside of 10 seconds. By the time they make their move and a shot goes up, we know anywhere from 2 to 5 seconds could be off of this clock. Now, it'll be interesting because the Lakers have a lot of weapons. They have, you know, all kinds of guys here who can take you in a one-on-one situation. Now, for Golden State, remember, do not foul a jump shooter. If the shot goes up, everyone blocks out. Golden State has 1 timeout left if they should make the shot.
Eddie Jones will inbound. There's Ori, Campbell, Van Exel, and Kobe Bryant for the Lakers with 10.7 on the clock. There's Ori. And Van Exel. Guarding Van Exel is Jimbo Cole.
Green and roll.
Van Exel driving around, finds an opening. Van Exel misses the rebound. Cody Delk, and the Warriors are going to win it.
What a great win. And a smart move by Delk. He caught it and threw it the other way. Van Exel got a very good look at the basket on that shot, Dick, and Joe Smith came on the rotation to intimidate the shot.
So on the heels of the Latrell Sprewell controversy and the suspension, P.J. Carlesimo's problems, the Golden State Warriors defeat the L.A. Lakers 93-92 and have ended an 8-game losing streak and a game that they'll always remember at Golden State for a long, long time. Right now, let's go to Craig Sager with P.J. Carlesimo.
Well, P.J., you've won an awful lot of games. In college, you've been to the finals. Obviously, 3 years in the Portland Trailblazers to the playoffs. But what did this mean to you after everything you've had to go through?
It's not about that, Craig. These guys have played hard and have worked hard, and people are looking away from that. The last 6 or 7 games, these guys are playing better every night. They deserve it. They play hard the way this guy plays. That's why we won.
But tell us about how hard it has been on you. Don't talk about the incident, but about since the next 9 days of the
It's been something that's made it hard for us to concentrate, and it's a terrible thing. We didn't want it. We all feel badly for Spring. We feel badly for the situation, but these guys have stayed focused, and they're working. That's why we won tonight.
At halftime, you said the effort was there. The crowd really got into it. How much fun was it for you?
Well, it was great fun, but it's fun every time when you win. We just got to do a little more of it.
You're with Bimbo Coles. Obviously, Bimbo, a whole tough week and a half for this team. Some people question whether you guys would play for P.J. Carlesimo. What is the team's feeling? Why did you have such a great effort team-wise tonight?
Well, thanks. We have a lot of pride. You know, these guys are really tired of losing, and you know, everybody's really counting us out. But you know, we hung in there through all the spree stuff over the last week and a half, and you know, we're just ready to move on and play basketball and just prove a lot of people wrong.
Obviously, it's been tough. You lose your leading scorer. But how has things been different in practices? How does this win today? What does this do for the team?
Well, it gives us confidence, you know, and it also gives us a little bit of revenge because they beat us bad down in L.A. at the beginning of the season, and they laughed at us and everything, but, you know, it just gives us confidence. Practice has been great. Everybody's kind of pulled together, and we're just trying to go out and get some wins.
Congratulations on a great win for your team and also for P.J. Carlesimo. Now let's go back to Dick and Hubie.
Joe Smith had a season's high 27 points and 9 rebounds. And when we come back, we'll be talking to Joe Smith after a brilliant Golden State victory. We'll be right back.